let's move.
I do like Santos. Santos is one of my favorite characters here. Alright, so that should do it. Yeah. So now we're down here. Alright. Alright, welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game. Virtue's Last Reward. No, it's not. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. So interestingly enough, unlocked those keys just by passing through it. Interesting. So we've made the choice to go through doors 4 and 8, doors 4 and doors 8, and now we should be set up to do the puzzles in 6. So let's get back to it. At last, Junpei and the other 6 had managed to separate themselves into 2 teams. Clover, 7, and Lotus headed to A deck where door 1 was. We went to E deck. E deck.
This is E deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go.
Santos' words jolted them into action, and they stepped out of the elevator into a long straight hallway. Before long, they arrived in front of door 6.
Here it is. Yeah.
I kind of think I remember door 6 puzzles being a little tricky.
Then let's get to it.
One by one, they put their palms over the red. With a soft electronic noise, it authenticated each one of them. Also, I should point out, last episode was 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, episode 9. This is 10. So my file name was 99909. The door opened, and all at once the 4 of them leapt through it.
Hey, I found it. It's right there.
That 81 seconds really doesn't seem to be much of a threat, except for that one time when it was. Fortunately, the dead was located easily enough. This one had been placed quite close to the door they'd entered through. They gathered around quickly and hurriedly placed their palms on it for authentication one by one. To be fair, the dead is not intended to kill people. I mean, the point of the dead is not to kill people. It's to make sure that people are obeying the rules. They don't want to make it too hard to like just murder people who are following the rules as they should.
It stopped.
Yes, it stopped.
The countdown had ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest like a frantic, thunderous drum. It felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
Thanks, 7.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I agree.
With that, the doom and gloom from before was done, and the mood turned somewhat lighter.
All right, let's go.
With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to walk. He jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large door.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
He took hold of the bar that served as its doorknob and shoved it down. The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, I don't think I like this room very much. It was gargantuan and made entirely of metal, none of the accents of wood or the tile that he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional but utterly tremendous.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Senna got out a few words before awe stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than gasps.
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
Huh. Could be 2 stories, maybe even more.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
Jun pointed to the massive building in the center.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any.
Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although that didn't seem particularly important.
I see stairs, so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit 1 person.
You're right.
Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way eventually to the floor beneath them.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
They moved around toward the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
The entire room was as silent as the grave.
All right, let's split up.
Then all of a sudden, Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned just in time to see June collapse to her knees.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right?
He dashed toward her and wrapped his arm around her shoulders to steady her.
Hey, June.
It was then that he noticed.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes. It probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
Her voice was weak and forced, and it said a great deal more than her words did.
Okay, here, sit down, careful.
Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her head fall back against the wall as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath.
Thank you.
Her eyes were empty as if she were having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right.
They might not have shared the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his concern.
All right, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
Alright, so once again, we're in a bad timeline. She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. Anytime June has a fever, it's a bad sign. But we actually have to come to this timeline at least once. We don't have to do it twice. We do have to come here once. Alright, so let's see here. Square hole, nothing in here. Look at the back wall there. I see 3 small slots, terminals for some sort of connection, perhaps. Alright, supposed to plug something in. I'd say this is probably here to move coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there, and then belt carries it down the tunnel and out here. So if the conveyor belt were moving, the coal would almost certainly come out here. Good to know. Golden gear. Doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. I have a feeling it's important. Looks like there's a door over there in this tunnel. That belt over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut. Bronze gear. This has to be important. It's what is shut and what open. Gear's rusted, still looks pretty sturdy. Huge oven for this boiler. There are 3 open areas in it. Each of the open areas has gear in it. It's a silver gear. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. Gotta be a steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver. Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. Shouldn't have got your hopes up. Were you thinking you'd haul this thing back? Nah, but I would think Seven could probably carry it, don't you? There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. Look, Ace, it's some kind of snowman secret meeting. There's just bags full of sand. You use them as counterweights when you're lifting something with a pulley system. And you're too serious. Thick iron. Looks like the exit. Alright. Conveyor rolls into a sort of arched tunnel. This is where you put coals in the furnace? That's right. I had to look at it earlier. It was rusted shut. I can't really take a good look at the rest of it. Well, it goes to the ceiling. Alright, forget how you... Ah, here we go. The other side. A believe this is the opening for fueling the furnace. If we were to put some coal in here and ignite it, then the steam engine might start working. Certainly possible. This thing is huge. I guess the ship needs something like this big. Power it. True, but I doubt a single boiler of this size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. You need at least 4 of these. I guess you know a lot about boats, huh? Not really, it's just common sense, you know? No, we just went through. Bunch of wood boxes here by the wall. Okay, here we go. Here's something. Sliders down. Let's see if we can get this to go anywhere. No dice. Thing ain't going anywhere. Number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we're meant to do something specific with them. Once you move that slider down. Nothing. Nothing happened. Needs to be prepared. Further up and deeper in. Okay. One of the doors in the furnace, there's an A on it. It's noisy, but it opens and it's totally pitch black in there. We should go in here. Alright, let's go. Looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes? Which should put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, keep moving. There's a great deal to investigate. One of the metal ribs, I think June's resting right underneath it. It's a hand-operated winch. Meaning the wheel isn't attached. Damn boxes, pile of boxes is blocking my way. Damn you, boxes. Alright, well we can get past that pile of boxes. Not a ladder. Although this one has a wheel on it. Lower the wheel. That's weird. Don't feel any resistance. I got a wheel. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. That's what every kid says. Alright, well now we got that. Hand-operated winch. I got the wheel pulled off. Now check it out. Good. I should be able to turn this. Good work. We should be able to haul the wooden box. You see the wooden box? It's under the catwalk. Can you see it? It's hanging right there from the rope on the winch, isn't it? It looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you might as well turn that wheel now. I'm counting on you. Shut the fuck up. Turn the wheel. What's this? What happened? The wheel only turns to the left. It means we can't reel up that rope. We can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that'll be a problem. We will simply need to go downstairs. After letting the wooden box down, I will be counting on you. Why don't you do it, old man? Alright.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Or has the floor reached the box?
Yeah.
He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. Santa shoved him over. The box that had only recently hung just below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt.
June's down over by there.
June Pei could see her still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it's not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he said what they'd all been thinking.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he said was true.
What could be causing this, I wonder?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
Santa's response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual.
It is just business as usual.
How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
Santa snorted in disgust.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno, but it does seem like a possibility, you know?
They stood there for a few minutes, no one speaking till Senna turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. Okie dokie. You go back through C and then back through A. And then down the stairs. And then turn around. Turn around some other way. There we go. Control panel for something! Hooray! Control panel for this. Maybe this is where the control panel goes. There we go. Dude, you did it. Everything looks alright. What do we do now? Why don't you push the button next to it? Alright, I'll do that. Pushing! All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. I think I just heard something turn on. What happened? Junpei, look, the conveyor belt, it's moving. Well, I guess it's done moving now. There's still a bunch of coal on the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt in that wooden box where we found the control panel. Yay, coal! Box filled with the coal. Not just coal, but the coal. This way, there we go. And you go, coal. This is the hole to put his coal in the furnace. So last of it, no coal left in the wooden box, and nothing. Great. Well, I guess I should have expected that. Why would throwing coal in a cold furnace do anything? Junpei, explain it to me again. You're planning to stoke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, which will then turn something else? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. A furnace is enormous. We're gonna need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then, if the three of us work together, we should be able to manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you filling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you better rest some more, right? But no arguing. You need to rest, so stay there. We'll handle this. This is man work. All right, time for some manly work. Let's get the coal in those furnaces. Man, this is a lot of work. I think this should be sufficient. Now we gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? Then how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look. Some sort of ignition device. Push the button. Nope. No push button. Push that button. No. Okay. Well, then maybe it's the thing up the stairs. Oh, yep, slid up now. Think it might be. Probably is. I think this is how we might ignite the furnace. Here we go. Hey, Junpei, Ace, look at this. There's big gears turning under the boiler here. Oops. We're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. Give me that. Got a gold disc. Give me that. Got a bronze disc. Give me that. I got silver disc. Alright, perfect. Back up the stairs we go, and the discs go here. That's odd. Nothing's happening. Maybe you're putting them in the wrong places? Perhaps you have them facing the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make the lines connect. No harm in trying. When the disc is clicked, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is clicked, the discs are switched. Please note the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Alright, well, first off is that. They need to go in the right color. There, easy. Line for babies. Puzzle for babies. The red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. Star polygon. A star polycule. Hey, we did it. I don't know why I don't like that room so much. It's not that bad.
Yes! The door's open!
Maybe I'm kind of thinking of this like collection of puzzles. I do remember kind of struggling with the next one. Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his excitement.
All right, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now? Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
You think it's gonna go somewhere? Santa snorted.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat down on the stairs petulantly.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
Ace sighed with the air of a long-suffering parent.
Alright, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
He gave a quick nod to Ace and Santa and dashed off down the stairs. Cast polycule. Before long, he was back on the first floor next to the conveyor belt and June.
Oh, Jumpy!
As he drew closer, she stood up slowly.
Are you okay?
He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there is no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish.
Let me check.
Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead.
Good. You're feeling a lot better.
She was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but she still wasn't down to what seemed normal to him.
Are you sure you're alright?
He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
June giggled. He wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling much better. Hard to believe she becomes so cold. I mean, she becomes cold in that timeline where everything goes to shit. She's not really cold even in the third game before then. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead.
Alright, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right, I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go!
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. They headed back to the exit, but on their way they found...
Oh, it's...
Santa?
Santa was sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet.
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa simply nodded.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
There we go. Sorry, opening. There we go, got it. June cocked her head, confused.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Santa glared at her.
Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Santa didn't smile or laugh.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned back to his picture and spoke.
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
This sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June and simply shook her head. She didn't know either.
Have you ever heard the story of the two Santa Clauses? It goes that a long time ago, there were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other one wore black. The white Santa gave presents to good kids. And the black Santa played tricks on bad kids. They went on like that for a while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death.
Gruesome.
When he stabbed the other Santa, the white Santa got blood all over his clothes. And that's why, these days, his clothes are red. You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa.
Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June was staring at Santa, sadness plain on her face. He continued.
I wonder which Santa I am. The White Santa? Or the...
Huh.
Oh.
You're depressing.
Alright, let's go.
Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them two at a time.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
We're making out. Leave us alone. Santa's voice echoed across the room from above.
Let's go.
Yeah.
They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired.
Oh, you're finally back.
The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern.
Sorry we took so long.
Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again.
Let's go.
In single file, they walked through. So Ace watched the door shut. Good job watching the door, Ace. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them.
Huh. Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Wonder how much we can sell them for. Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going!
Okay, let's see here. A box, there's nothing inside. The crates are quite large, they seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. Bunch of bags here, I wonder what's in them. Card with a headshot. What's that? It's a card, it has a headshot on it. A headshot? Yeah, I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. Nothing in the bag anymore. Alright, so the puzzle here is collecting cards. We are doing full-on Yu-Gi-Ohs. Make up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. Several lights here with numbers from 1 to 9. Only the one with the 9 is lit. Okay. Well, back down we go. This is the only door except the one we came through, and this is the exit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked. Is it an electronic lock? No, just a keyhole right under the doorknob. Alright. Nothing in the bag anymore. I don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by the weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort. Booze! We searched all the boxes, there's nothing in them. Booze! Alright, well there's 6 cards in our collection. Not sure what it is, however. Put your head in and drink. There are 3 crates here stacked up like stairs. If we climb up, I think we can get over the fence. Junpei, I think you go take a look at that? I've got a bad feeling about it. Pussy. Okay, fine. I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. But just in case. What's he doing with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy shit! This... oh man. There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it. Then we can't get to the other side. We could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. This tall fence surrounding part of the thing. What is this? Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale. I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me. Oh, there we go. Something inside this crate. Well, there's 8 of them. It's locked. I think we need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards. Hey, there we go. Now we got the whole set.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Junpei stared at the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Junpei gave him a look.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it?
Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait!
He quickly turned and walked away.
What's wrong with him? Oh well, whatever.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
Yeah, it's such a puzzle. 9 cards with pictures in 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment, then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2.
If you're just gonna tell me how to do it, why don't you just let me do it?
I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
Like, it's not much of a puzzle, but you could just let me do it. All 9 box lids popped open at once.
Yeah! Oh, they opened!
He peered inside.
What
In each box was a single pen.
the? 9 pins?
They looked a little like sewing pins, but much
I guess
thicker.
I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. Alright, 9 pins, 9 hours, 9 peoples, 9 doors, 9 cards. There's 6 holes here, and it looks like the pens I found would be a perfect fit for them. The ones you found in the 9 boxes, huh? Well, why don't you try it? I think 2, 4, and 6 go on the top part, 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. Some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I'll put 2, 4, and 6 on the top, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom. It's digital root time. Makes sense, right? I see. The lights match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts. Will light up. So that's how it works. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So he'd put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on top and the 6, 7, and 8 pins on the bottom. They turned off. The digital root of 20 was 3, therefore light 3 turns off. I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number of lights that are lit, those lights turn off. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? You mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figure we could try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gonna happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights. Pick 1, 6 holes, keep up. The digital root goal is to turn it all on. Okay, oh god, here we go. Alright, well, let's do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you gotta fill in both holes. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6 were the same thing. So that's 6, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, that'd be 15. Okay, so 4, 5, and 7. Okay, 6 and 7. All right, so let's get 8 and 5. So 1, 7, and 8. No, that's 1, 7, and 6. There we go. That's 14, so that'll be 5. And then 8. What do I have for 8? Well, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about 1. Let's see. 2, 3, and 4 is 9. That'll turn 9 off. 2, 3, and 5 is 10. That'll light up 1. There we go. Okay. So now for 8, let's go 4, 5, and 9. I think that's the only combination we have that will do it. No, 4, 5, and 7. 4, 5, and 7. Let's see. Okay, so that'll be 8, and then 2, 3, or 4. Let's see. 6 and 9's 15. 6 and 8's 14. 6, 3, and 2. Okay, I turned off 7 somehow. I don't know how I did that. Alright, we'll do this. 1, 8. And 9. That's 17 plus. No. Wait a minute. That's how I turned off 7. Let's see. Well, let's just do 1, 3, and 4 then. That'll turn on 8 for sure. And then 7 can be. Let's see, we got 3, 4, or 7. I could turn on 4, I think. I could turn on 4, I think. 2, 5, and 6. Alright, so now I need 3 and 7. Okay, so for 3, like 12 would be a good one. So 9, 1, and 2. Or really just anything with 9. 1, 2, 9, that'll definitely be 3. 6, 8 is 14. And that won't work. 6, 7, and 3 though should work. That's 13. This is 16. That'll be 7. There we go. F! Well, fuck you too, game! All the lights are on and the shutters opened up. Does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. I thought I was doing so well. Alright, this is... We got 9 holes and there's an F. I don't know what F means, but I do know one thing. This time there are 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Why don't you just try it, alright? Alright. So... F is 15, isn't it? And hex? Because 10 is 16, so F is 15. So we gotta make everything equal 15. Oh, lordy. Okay. Well, if we put 5 in the middle, then we just need to do 10 around it, right? Oh, but we have to do 10 around it correctly. Not just willing to... 5 in the middle is a good start, though, because everything else will add up to 10 if we rotate around it. If we do it right, it'll probably be 15 all the way around. Alright, well, let's just put something here just so we have something to work with. It would be really funny if this works out. It's not going to, obviously. Okay, so if 5 is in the middle, this is 15 here. So 4 plus 9 is 13. Plus 2 is 15. That means 8 has to go here, and that doesn't work. That already doesn't work. Okay, let's see here. What if we do 9, 5? So it's 14 and 1. Okay. So that's 15 there. 1. That's not gonna work, is it? 1, 6, and 8. Yeah, that's not gonna work though, 'cause that... Okay, that may not work. That may just be forcing us into patterns that we shouldn't do. Okay. Let's do 9, 1, 5 here. We can do 8. 8 there. So that's 9, so 6 up here. And that's not going to work because that's already 15. I can't get away from the idea is that 5 is in the middle. If 5 is in the middle, then I just need to figure out what makes everything rotate to 10. That's all I need to do. And if 9 can't go in the same row or column as anything else, then this has to make sense. Or as the 3 numbers, right? Then this has to make sense. Right, so if we do that, then 1. If we do that, then 4. If we do that, then 2. That's 15. That's 15. That's 15. That's 15. So that means this is 3 and this is 7. That has to be it. Thank you, Christ. The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top. So I was fucking right the entire time. It had to be 5 in the middle and everything rotating in 10s around it. It was just figuring out which order was the 10s. And then I got away from that and I went off on a wild ride. Oh well. I can, and eventually the two halves of my brain connected. A green button, a red button, and a lever. Wonder what these do. I think this might help. What is that? Where'd you find it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. It looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's the remote control for that. That. Oh, that machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Whatever, so what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? See the coffin over on top of the crates? Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? You want to check it out? Yeah, alright, then how do you think we're gonna get there? Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. How we would do that? And that sounds about right. I guess this is another Zero's puzzles. Anyway, let's give it a shot. To keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright. Alright, let's give this a try. Battery dies after 50 moves, at least that's what it says in the minute. Oh lord. Fill the yellow areas. Okay. Okay, well if it's a Pushmaster... Oh, Lord. Oh, I hate that. No, this is the room that I know is gonna hate. Shit. Okay, this actually isn't. Ah, shit. Oops. Nope. Nope. Nope, that's sure not it. God damn it. Okay. I think I'm close, I just don't know how to tighten that up to make it efficient. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I could do it that way. There we go. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. Awesome, the Pushmaster did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb the stairs over by the fence. Oh, no more puzzles for a bit. My brain hurts.
Mummy! Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay, okay.
A small key and
Sweet, a gun!
a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets?
I know how I'm getting out of here now.
Oh, if this is real... Oh,
You're not gonna take it?
No, it's a gun. Scowy. I'm just a bean.
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble.
You're not wrong.
It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen.
Maybe we should take the bullets out of the gun and separate the bullets from the gun.
In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Yay, rusty key. Alright, now we can get out of here. Yeah, okay, out of the two of them, this is definitely the room that was, I was dreading, apparently, from my half memory. Just, God, I don't know why. I had like 3 separate ideas that were key to solving that pin puzzle, and I just didn't connect them. Put 5 in the middle, rotate things around it that will add up to 10, and make sure 9, 8, 7, and 6 aren't in the same rows. Or make sure 9, 8, and 7 aren't in the same row or column with 8, 7, 6 are not in the same column with 9. Anyway. This key should open the door. I did. I already did it. I don't know why I just didn't connect those three ideas.
Long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
Great.
In other words,
Thank
we made
you.
a loop. We're back where we started. We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the button works.
It works.
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go. Looks like it ends here.
Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right, let's open it. The 9 door. Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
There's a fucking authenticator device.
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why? It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one? Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Because you need everybody to get out.
Oh, man. We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9, divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed.
Several people have been killed.
But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now? No, we gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
No, I mean Atlanta.
Huh? Oh, right.
You guys.
Very well. Best we head back to C deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind? Huh. What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there. Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Yeah, she does that.
What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Huh.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
Junpei thought for a moment.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran to the central hospital room and looked around.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
They searched a little while longer, but with no luck. They couldn't find Clover.
There's no sign of her. Let's go.
Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs and Junpei spoke.
All right. I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June even when they were alone, although perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children, Connie. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss Kurashiki would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would seem a little brusque. Although he couldn't put his finger on it, it felt somewhat forward to call her Kane when they hadn't seen each other for so long. So it's simply easier to call her June and leave it at that.
Jumpy.
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
June, or perhaps more appropriately Connie, blushed and smiled.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
Junpei looked after her a moment as she ran up the stairs and turned around and took off for the hallway. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing with a fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, and June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin, smooth and pale as always, was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless hissing light. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down, put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind told him that meant she'd been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, though clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, more hardly, which is zero. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to zero, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that were true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet, or perhaps more accurately, the person who had gained the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who was that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise, a sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat. Extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve in an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Yeah, that's a bad end. For sure. Cut and run! Saw the knife ending in 999. Now, there's some interesting clues about what Junpei said. He was indeed killed by the person who would benefit the most from having the number 8 bracelet. For sure. There's also some clues with the door that we went through. Anyway, so I'm probably going to end up cutting out. This might end up being a longer episode, or I could just do it. No, or I could do it next time. What time is it? 9:03. Thinking. What we could do is we could try to get the other ending now. The other ending. I don't think we're gonna have to do the escape room again. I think we could just jump straight here because we need to unlock that. Maybe. There are 2 locks here though. Well, let's see if this is gonna work. So we want to go through door 5 this time, and see if we'll start with that. We'll see if anything else unlocks.
I thought.
You should.
Oh my god. Talk! You're really only.
You're.
Very well.
Sure enough.
Well,
Thanks to.
Correct.
but
But,
who's...
oh yeah, all 8 of them.
Then it would.
Wait, I'm telling.
Come on.
Call me if I.
Sorry.
Oh.
Hey man, if you think. What the hell? Yeah, doesn't mean.
Oh.
Fine, I can't go anyone.
I'll go.
What?
Don't we make?
How do you...
Because
That's if you're...
what am I?
There's nothing. If I
Blah,
said,
blah,
and if you.
blah.
7, the digital.
Actually, you know what? I think
it
this.
works perfectly.
I think this is gonna take a while. So YouTube, we're gonna call it an episode for you here. Twitch, I guess we'll keep going. I was gonna try to call it at 9:30, but I think this is gonna work out where I'm just gonna have to keep going for a little bit longer. So anyway, YouTube, I will see you tomorrow. Twitch will continue in just a moment. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, just all let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you then. Okay.